So maybe you just boosted a character to 85 or reached max level on your own, and now you would like to know how you can gear up quickly. This I will help you with in this guide. Alright, so the first thing you would like to do is to open up your currency tab. If you have leveled with some dungeons, you might also have some justice points, and these you can spend either in Orgrimmar or Stormwind City at your Justice Quartermaster. What I usually do in the beginning is to purchase tier 12, but all the other epic items are also fairly decent, especially because some of them are way cheaper, so you might be able to get 2 epic items instead of 1 if you purchase tier 12. Just be aware that there will also be bind on equip epic braces here that you could purchase on an alt or a main character to keep your justice points for other items. Right next to you'll find the Valor Quartermaster, where you can also buy bind on equip items. This time it's going to be feats at item level 397. There's also going to be many other items, but these you won't be able to purchase on your current character because you haven't got any Valor points yet. Next up, go back to your currency tab and look for honor points. Honor points you can spend and purchase decent epic items, but these will mainly be for PvP. Instead, you can go to the honor trade goods and exchange your honor points into justice points. And in my case, I ended up being able to buy 2 tier 12 pieces because of this. But then again, you could also spend the honor and purchase PvP items. Even though there will be PvP, then there are also going to be a big upgrade if you have green and blue items. And they're going to be item level 390, which is a big upgrade, especially if your current item level is too low to sign up for a random heroic. So what is the quickest way to get honor? Well, you could any day just sign up for random battlegrounds, but what I tend to do is to wait every 3 hours and sign up for the battle for wintergrasp and also sometimes the battle for Tolbarad. Wintergrasp grants you a lot of honor, but before you attend this, you should also head to Dalaran and then to Wintergrasp, where you can pick up many different quests. These quests can only be done once every week, so it's going to be a weekly reset, but then again, rewarding you a ton of honor. If you do the battle for Wintergrasp and also completing all the different quests, we're talking about close to 3000 honor, and this you can get in around 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm also looking out for the battle for Tolbarad, but I only do this once every week because of the weekly quest, and also because this battleground is not rewarding you that much honor. To pick up this quest and hand it in, simply go to either Stormwind City or Orgrimmar, where there will be a portal to Tolbarad, and then look out for the NPC where you can get the quest or hand it in. The next thing I did was to go to the auction house and look for cheap epic and rare items at level 85. Ever since phase 4, a lot of rare and epic items are honestly super cheap, and if you have leveled up your character to 85 without purchasing a character boost, then you might also have a decent amount of gold that will become handy right here. Also because the crafted PvP items has been upgraded in phase 4, so these will now be item level 377, absolutely insane for a fresh character. The bind and equip braces and boots I showed you earlier in the video that you could purchase if you had another character, well, those you can also purchase on the auction house, and we're talking about items for around 500 up to 2000 gold. Gold that should not be that difficult to farm. When they introduced the new raid Dragon Soul, they also introduced new items we could craft with professions, and a lot of these are honestly getting super cheap, at least if you already have a decent amount of gold, or if you have the money to buy yourself a WoW token. It all depends on how fast you would like to gear up, but getting these were definitely a good decision, as I could then head right into heroics. Before you start farming max level dungeons, you could also get yourself the different faction tabards, as you can use these to farm reputation and that way unlock different hidden chants. Next up, you're then ready to start signing up for your first random dungeon. If you have already got a decent amount of item level, I would skip these entirely because it's not worth your time. Instead, start signing up for a random Cataclysm heroic, as random heroics rewards you even better gear, but also the currency valor points, which are needed for some of your pre-raid biz items. The second option is to sign up for a specific heroic. In phase 4 they introduced 3 new heroics, beginning with the one called End Time. Once you have completed this, you will unlock the second one, and as you complete these, you will then unlock the final one as well. The insane thing is that you will always be rewarded with epic items, and these are also item level 378. You will even be able to collect different quests in here, and these quests also rewards you guaranteed epic items. It's not always going to be a reward for your class, but then again, there is a decent chance that you will find yourself an upgrade. To make these dungeons even better, every successful boss kill will also reward you a new currency called Obisidian Fragments. Each boss kill rewards you 2, and as you complete the whole dungeon, you'll be rewarded with an additional 3. Like it wasn't enough, the final boss will also be dropping one tier 12 piece, in this case the headpiece, but sadly I couldn't use it. It will also drop one level 390 item level equipment, in this case a trinket that was so powerful for me as I were tanking. Remember, I was also completing all the different quests, which also guaranteed me some even bigger upgrades. Overall, I was gearing up super quickly. And as I were doing the dungeons, I also noticed that sometimes there were a chance that you would find a bind on equip epic item. Yeah, maybe you can use these, else you might be able to just win them and sell them on the auction house, and this gold you can spend on other upgrades. By the time I completed the final dungeon, I had also unlocked the opportunity to sign up for these as a random dungeon, or at least specific wise if I would like to do one of these for a specific loot. At the end, I also found myself a new 390 item level weapon. Such a big upgrade, and lucky for me, I were able to win this. As I had done all 3, I got myself a trinket, 2 rings, a cloak, a chest piece, but this wasn't really a big upgrade, or it wasn't an upgrade at all, because I already had tier 12. And then I got many different items for an off spec. And as I did these dungeons, I also got myself quite a few justice points that I could then go back to Stormwind and spend. Remember, I also got the new currency, Obisidian Fragments. These you can spend at the Fragment Exchanger in Stormwind City and Orgrimmar. This will also be located close to the Quartermasters. At the Exchanger, you can purchase equipment with item level 384 up to 397. The higher item level, the more fragments you will also need to provide. This is also the same case if it's going to be a weapon, as these are quite expensive as well. Next up, you could just continue to sign up for random Cataclysm dungeons. At the end, you will at least be rewarded with valor points that you will use to purchase the items that is equal to what you get in Dragon Soul normal. Remember to also once in a while check up for Battle for Wintergrasp. Maybe it's ready, and then you should be doing it to easily get some honor that you can convert into justice points. Make sure to also pay attention to the looking for group. Maybe there's people looking for more for either Baradin hold 10 man or 25 man. This is a raid located in Tolbarad. There's going to be a boss dropping tier 11, another one tier 12, and the most recent one that were introduced in phase 4 dropping tier 13. What about tier 11 raiding? Is it even worth it anymore? Absolutely not. The loot are not good at all, and on top of this you're only rewarded with a bit of valor points, so skip doing this. It's also the exact same with the Suleiman and Sulgurb 5-man dungeon. Yeah, I know you will be rewarded with epic items, but then again, they're also quite awful. Not worth the time when you can head into the new heroics that rewards you even better loot and also the Obsidian Fragments. I know there's quests in Suleiman and Sulgurb giving you guaranteed epic items, but I would not say it's worth it. Next, I would start enchanting, gemming, and even reforging my different items. You would like to do this to increase your character's performance, but also to make sure there's a higher chance that you might be invited into a future raid. For example, Firelands. With your current gear, you should be able to do this on normal mode, and as you complete it, you will also be rewarded with a reputation that you can spend at the Quartermaster right outside the raid to get yourself epic items. Try to also get invited into a heroic group. By doing this raid on heroic mode, you will be rewarded with 391 up to 397 item level equipment. This is going to be needed if you wish to do the new raid Dragon Soul. But if you're still lacking gear for the new raid Dragon Soul, and before you can do this on normal mode, I would recommend you to do the random elemental rune protocol dungeons. These are all the dungeons in the game on a more difficulty level, but always rewarding you the Obsidian Fragments. So by spamming these, you will eventually also get some decent upgrades, so you can do the new raid Dragon Soul or maybe even Firelands. We're talking about the 397 item level equipment at the final page, the different weapons, and of course also all the upgrades. Hopefully you found this guide useful, At least I hope you'll be gearing up quickly, because soon we will also be getting Mist of Pandaria, where some of this gear will help you when you start leveling up for the first couple of levels. If you're interested in this upcoming expansion, then I would highly recommend you to subscribe to the channel, because soon I'll be publishing a lot more videos about Cataclysm and also the upcoming expansion, Mist of Pandaria.